Well, what the fuck is up, everyone? It is Wednesday, a little bit later than normal. I do apologize. But it is time to get wicked. We'll get this shared out here, and we are going to get ready to roll after a special announcement to make. Alrighty, that is all shared out here. Looks like we got a packed house filling in already. Keith Koopa, Blazed Radio, Jake Bagwell, The Bastage, and Mrs. U-Taker. Welcome, everyone. Now, before we get too far into some events, a little bit of a side personal note here. Those of you that have been in the community for a while and been in multiple communities, the person behind the character of War Dog Alpha passed away this morning. So I've been in a couple of communities with him, not only here in this one here with the digital, but in another community as well. And just want to send our thoughts and our prayers here from people that, was sacrificed and are involved behind the scenes with me. We want to send our thoughts and prayers out to his family. Yeah, definitely huge news here, and I am actually going to take a couple moments of silence in respect for him. All right, thank you everyone there. I said not the best way to start off a show, but definitely news to pass on for everyone. Cowboy John, welcome to the show. It's a little bit of a somber note, but we're going to try and pick things up right now. As you see on the screen, 6 men. And it's very simple. The former international champion, Jake Bagwell, has decided not to invoke his rematch clause. So therefore, we need a new #1 contender for Flashpoint. And I figured, what better way to do it than putting them all in a chamber and letting them fight? So we've got, starting on the left, Scuzz, Sean Shamrock, Brandon Cuevas, Michael Carter, Judgment, and Ronnie Brown. Who do you have? Place your bets. See Jake going with Ronnie Brown for the win. Mrs. U-Taker going with Scuzz. Mark Caliber and Alex Caliber, both of you, welcome to the show. Oh, Yella saying no one for the win. He's hoping for an implosion of the ring. Well, you know this won't be in the Sacrifice Arena, so it is quite possible. I can't vouch for how good the trade people are. Well, the thing is, given Chance the belt will be a little bit difficult because this isn't for the title. This is to get a shot at the title. So, you know, there's a big, huge drunken dragon clown that might have something to say about just giving his belt away. As Shadow Press going with Ronnie Brown. Yeah, exactly, Mark. And I can't say how good their other construction is for that other company. I mean, hell, they've had their rings blow up from underneath them, so God only knows what else they could fuck up. Oh, does he now? We might have to see that here soon. Tiny Boy, welcome to the show. And Bill Haight, welcome as well. If someone does know the answer to that, please reach out to Bill. But the following contest is the Elimination Chamber. On his way down to the ring first, weighing in at 261 pounds, representing the Ministry of Mayhem, Scuzz. Oh, wow. Scuzz, who has been on a bit of a roll, has had a couple of bumps in the road on the way, but for the most part, a dominant force. So he will take his place in one of the chambers to start this contest. Scuzz now taking his place in the pod, waiting to see who will be the next competitor on their way out. And the next man on his way to the ring, representing the Beatdown Crew. He weighs in at 340 pounds. Michael Carter! So we know two of the bigger competitors, both powerhouses, will get the luxury of starting this from the chamber. Big Tito, welcome to the show. And ladies and gentlemen, the next competitor on his way to the ring. He weighs in at 275 pounds. He is the Puppet Master, Judgment. Oh, thank you very much there, Tito. I appreciate it. And as we wait for Judgment, I will make the announcement now. Sacrifice Championship Wrestling will be returning with the new expansion in 2K20. So those that are interested in staying on or interested in coming on, get a hold of me, let me know. And the second announcement I will make right now is that we will be kicking off the new season with a mixed tag team tournament. See Judgment here just living up. I am not sure. It may have been that they did the development themselves there, Mark, but they have a release date and they've already released features. One of them being mixed tags. So I figured what better way to celebrate than to open up the new season with a full tournament. But ladies and gentlemen, the next competitor on his way to the ring. He weighs in at 245 pounds. Ronnie Brown. Ronnie Brown on his way down to the ring, one of the few men in this contest that actually holds a pinfall victory over Shifty. So you know he is looking to advance the Flashpoint and let history repeat itself. That means we have two men that'll be starting off this event. So if you were keeping track at home, I don't need to announce them, but I'm going to anyway. As soon as Ronnie decides to get his ass in that pod. Ladies and gentlemen, the next competitor on his way to the ring. He weighs in at 275 pounds. Brandon Cuevas. Brandon Cuevas, who has been on a bit of a downward streak here recently. looking at this chamber as an opportunity to turn himself around has been very frustrating for him overall. Going to be a bit of a harder road to go entering in as one of the first two. And ladies and gentlemen, the final competitor on his way to the ring. He is the Psycho Sicko, Sean Shamrock. Of course, Shamrock, a former dominating, but just fallen a bit short, so now looking to take this opportunity and run with it here. Brandon Ace, otherwise known as the Beatdown Crew, welcome to the show. As the referee calls for the bell, here we go. Quick collar elbow tie-up. Shamrock immediately into a backbreaker. Going right after Cuevas as soon as the match starts. Cuevas now has a little Shamrock, sends him off the ropes here. Big boot puts down the Sicko. But immediately right back up into a torture rack position and just tossing him like a sack of trash. Cuevas, though, able to fight his way back up there with the back body drop. Trying to get fired up here. Big overhand right staggers Shamrock, making a pair, dropping him to a knee. Now hooking him up, bringing him all the way up, reverse suplex. And there you see the chamber already ticking down for the next competitor. Quick roll up into a double arm DDT, spiking Cuevas. As we wait to see who is next. And it is Judgment. Shamrock now setting him up, rolling him prettier to Cuevas. But Judgment catches Shamrock, one-man flapjack, puts him down. Big boot there by Shamrock to put down Judgment, but walks into a clothesline from Cuevas. Shamrock sweeps the leg. And going to work on the arm, stomping right down on there. That'll dislocate an elbow. Of course, you know, Cuevas loves to use that choke slam, so maybe trying to take that out of his arsenal. Another big kick from Shamrock. And now has a camel clutch locked in deep. Cuevas escapes, so trips down the legs as the next competitor on his way in. And it is Ronnie Brown in at number 4. Immediately going after over where everyone else is, but walks right into a shot from Judgment, who throws him right back in the ring. Meanwhile, Cuevas going after Shamrock on the girding there. One, and only a 1 count. Now Judgment shooting Brown off the ropes there. Big boot from Judgment. As Cuevas now taking over on Shamrock. Gut wrench here. Oh my God, powerbomb on the steel. Now Shamrock staggered up against the pod. There's the next competitor on his way out. Cuevas sandwiching him again against that plexiglass. Judgment tried for a quick elimination on Ronnie Brown, but not able to get the job done. And coming in at number 5, Michael Carter makes his way into the match. Cuevas now going after Judgment as Shamrock meets Carter, Holy shit, powerbomb on the steel. Cuevas is looking to send a statement here. Carter in for the cover on Shamrock. 1, and only a 1 count. Now Judgment, Texas Cloverleaf. Cuevas works his way out of that rather quickly. And now both Cuevas and Brown double teaming on Judgment. As the clock ticking down to our last competitor being in. As Ronnie Brown tastes the steel from Judgment. Now Judgment has him up, sandwiching him against the side of that wall again. But now Cuevas has Judgment, taking him up, choke slamming him on the steel. 1, 2, and Judgment has been eliminated by Brandon Cuevas. Now Carter tastes the steel from Ronnie Brown, but turns around into Shamrock. Mark Caliber the time at 4 minutes, 12 seconds. And a 1 count each for Ronnie Brown and Brandon Cuevas. Now Shamrock taking down face first. Carter looking to steal one. 1, 2, and 3. And Shamrock is out of here. Now Scuzz throwing him in. Carter, but Carter fighting his way back. Mark has that at 4:44. They're starting to drop like flies here a little bit. And there's Ronnie Brown with that face first cutter into the cover on Cuevas. 1, 2, and 3. And Brandon Cuevas has been eliminated. But not the first man out, so definitely an improvement for Cuevas. But we are down to 3 as Ronnie Brown rolls through Carter and then kick right to the jaw. But walks right into Scuzz, now laying down heavy shots to Ronnie Brown. Going right back after Carter as well. Rolls through side Russian leg sweep, putting Carter on the ground. The 2 strongest men in the contest tying him up. Now Ronnie Brown looking to get in a quick shot. Brings Scuzz through. DDTs him on the mat. Now quick jabs and punch. They'll kick to the ribs, but Carter retaliates on his own, but taken over there with the fireman's carry. Now Ronnie Brown with the chop. Ducks out of the way of that kick from Carter. And Scuzz wipes them both out. Now Scuzz, overhand shot, and then a big shoulder tackle putting Carter down. Lunchbox Lou, welcome to the show. Now Scuzz measuring up Carter here, face first into the canvas. But here comes Ronnie Brown from behind. Layout DDT on Scuzz. Now pulling Scuzz away from the ropes, middle of the ring, now putting the boots to him. As you hear Shadow Press calling out for someone to eliminate Carter. Ronnie Brown has Scuzz tied up here. Double knees across the spine. And then a big clothesline taking out Carter as well. Now Ronnie Brown brings him up, has the cravat, takes him over like a sack of trash. Into the cover. 1, 2, and 2.5, and Carter's still in this. Now both men going right after Carter here. Oh, Scuzz has him. You know what time it is. Gonna tap that keg. And Ronnie Brown slides in for a pin, lets it go. Scuzz now moves in, didn't want Carter to steal it. Maybe should have let Carter get pinned there by Ronnie. Carter now catches the boot of Scuzz, big clothesline taking his head off. And now throws Ronnie Brown by his head. Carter getting fired up now. I agree, that might definitely have cost them their mark, that fighting over who was going to get the pin, because now Carter is unloading shot after shot into both men. Oh, Ronnie Brown playing a little possum, reverses him in the corner, big right hand. Now kick to the ribs. Went for another right, but got blocked. Carter now just going to work on the body and the head. And then throws Ronnie halfway across a fucking ring. Double arm choke bomb to Scuzz into the cover. 1. And no, not even a 2. Scuzz showing that he is very much still in this. He wants that title shot. Ronnie Brown went for a shotgun kick, missed completely on that. And now has a cravat on Carter, turning it into a guillotine. And no, Carter picking him up. Michael Carter with a show of strength. But did not watch for Scuzz. And now Scuzz taking it to both men. Ronnie Brown now with that forearm shiver to fight back. Duck behind on Scuzz. German suplex keeps the hands held. Make it a pair. And hits the trifecta. Ronnie Brown looking to get moving. Catches Carter coming in. But Carter claps the ears to get separated. Oh, wait a minute. Claw hold. Has the iron claw on Carter. Or excuse me, Carter has the claw. And Ronnie Brown is out. In more ways than one, he passed smooth out. Now modified camel clutch, just raining the forearms right across the forehead. Now Scuzz brought up, Carter sending him into the corner with authority. The Behemoth's Claw is what that's called, but Scuzz for the cover. And no, 2.5. Mark having the time there at 10 minutes and 2 seconds for Ronnie Brown. Good showing. Just not good enough to go to punch his ticket to Flashpoint. Now pop-up fastball punch rocking the jaw of Scuzz. Oh, now Carter setting him up. There is that boot right to the jaw of Scuzz into the cover. 1, 2, and no, at 2 7/8. Carter is livid. And again, that Behemoth's Claw has it in. Scuzz trying to fight, but no, Scuzz passes out. So the winner of this match, advancing to Flashpoint, Michael Carter. Great showing by all 6 men. But at the end of the day, despite the brutality they all brought, there can only be one. And that one, Michael Carter getting himself the international title shot. And as it was said earlier, could the fighting between Scuzz and Ronnie to try to get the elimination themselves, could that have cost them both in this situation? So impressive showing. So we now know it will be Shifty defending the international title against Michael Carter. And it's time to answer a whole bunch of extra questions. And we are live! Virginia Beach, Virginia, home to Wednesday Wicked. Of course, starting this Sunday, we're going on the road, making our way across the country. So up first, we have a fatal four-way in the women's division as Jerica Page faces Wrestling Mama, Steffi, and Never Ending Legs. One fall to a finish. Who do you have? Place your bets. Carter already saying when he puts that hand on an opponent's skull, they're done. We will see, considering both men love to use the claw. Will be an interesting event. So it will be the Behemoth's Claw versus the Xanthrax. Caleb James, welcome to the show. I hope you are ready for your match this afternoon. And here we go down to ringside. Of course, the following four-way contest is scheduled for one fall. On her way down to the ring first, weighing in at 160 pounds, Wrestling Mama. Of course, Wrestling Mama, a veteran of the industry. My younger sister. Looking to get back into the title discussions here. I had a chance to speak with her earlier this week. And she has made it known that she wants gold. But ladies and gentlemen, her first opponent on her way down to the ring. She weighs in at 165 pounds. This is Steffi. The youngster here, second generation superstar. Has had mixed success so far here. And a little bit of a family feud, because on her way down to the ring next, weighing in at 132 pounds, she's the Evil Angel, Jerica Page. As I mentioned, family feud, Steffi, the daughter of one Jerica Page. On there you hear it, Jake Bagwell making it known he wants the world title. And ladies and gentlemen, the fourth competitor on her way down to the ring. She weighs in at 224 pounds. Never Ending Legs. Of course, Never Ending Legs, second generation superstar, the daughter of one Shifty the Drunken Clown, our current international champion. Never Ending Legs, one of those competitors, she's had title opportunities, but it seems when she gets into that situation, she cannot capitalize on it. But you know, all four of these women would love to elevate their standing, maybe get that opportunity at Ivy. Referee calls for the bell. Here we go. Jericho and Wrestling Mama squaring off, as is Steffi and Never Ending Legs. Steffi goes out to the floor. Never Ending Legs hot in pursuit. Jericho was going to go after Legs, but decided to stay in the ring and go after Wrestling Mama instead. Driving her face first into the canvas. Now Jericho putting the boots to Wrestling Mama here. As Never Ending Legs was taking Steffi over to the guardrails, but Steffi fighting back with those elbows. And then a big open hand slap to the face. Reverse chop trading off here between Steffi and Never Ending Legs. The battle of the second generation. As Legs taste the apron. Jericho's taken over there with that arm drag by Wrestling Mama. And then into the turnbuckle repeatedly by Wrestling Mama. New meaning to headbanging. As Steffi gets tossed by her head across the ring. Jericho up and over to the floor, and Wrestling Mama following her out. Snap suplex by Steffi on a Never Ending Legs. And then a kick right to the face. Meanwhile, holy shit. Jericho getting wore out on the floor, finally trying to fight back. But eats the Pele kick. Quick nip up there by Jericho. Now Jericho tastes the apron there. Wrestling Mama pulling her up. Meanwhile, Steffi going to town on Never Ending Legs. Never Ending Legs looking for a reversal though. Big knee lift. Short arm clothesline by Wrestling Mama, almost decapitating Jericho there. As Never Ending Legs with a heel trip. Locking up that leg and putting her weight right on the side of the knee. Now overhead wrist lock by Wrestling Mama, looking to keep Jericho Page under control, but Page with those huge piston shot hands right to the ribs as Steffi takes over Never Ending Legs. Big reverse chop. And there's a bomb. Steffi looking to get rid of this, up off the rope, springboard into a Hurricane Rana. Show of agility. Now big elbow drop right to the small of the back, and again going to town on it. As Jericho drives Wrestling Mama face first, Steffi with a bow and arrow. Jericho quick to break it up. Now Wrestling Mama up and over the top rope. Jericho gonna follow her out as Steffi gets taken over by Never Ending Legs. So all four of these women know it's one fall to a finish. So there's gonna have to be something huge here for one of these women to get this win. Drop toe hold by Steffi, taking Jericho face first to the canvas. Now Wrestling Mama eating a series of shots from Steffi, but throws her back in. All four women sliding back in the ring now. And all three of them triple teaming Steffi. Short-lived alliance. Wax job by Never Ending Legs. This could do it. No, Wrestling Mama breaks it up right away. Mighty Minerva, welcome to the show. Up and over. Jericho, though, trying to take advantage. Steffi right back in, though. And now putting the boost to Never-Ending Legs. But now a series of shots by Jericho to the ribs. Steffi, though, fighting her way back out. Has her up into that modified backstabber. And Wrestling Mama nails Steffi from behind. German suplex dumps her over. Now Wrestling Mama getting there, lining up. No, Steffi catches her knee to the ribs. Went for the crossbody, but Wrestling Mama swats her aside. Reverse DDT. Meanwhile, though, Jericho tying up Never-Ending Legs. Tequila Sunrise. Wrestling Mama, though, breaks it up right away. Down to 3. This is the moment it could happen. Jericho now with that double leg takedown. Series of shots into the armbar. This is Jericho's moment. The other two women down. And no, Wrestling Mama fights her way out. Now Steffi has Never-Ending Legs up. Fireman's carry drops her over into a seated senton. Meanwhile, Jericho with a sharpshooter on Wrestling Mama. Steffi and they're trying to pry it loose. Wrestling Mama gives Wrestling Mama enough time to do so. Meanwhile, Steffi with that submission hold. And Never-Ending Legs taps. Back and forth contest by all four women at multiple points. Could have been anybody's bout. But there you see, locked up right there. Nowhere for Never-Ending Legs to go, and she taps out. Steffi waited for the perfect time when Wrestling Mama was tied up with Jericho. And ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Steffi. That is true. Chance was in this past Sunday's match to see who was going to be going on to challenge the world champion. Of course, that match won by Bill Haight. We will see his opponent later today. In our main event, we will find out who will be facing him this Sunday. Mark Caliber having that match at 5 minutes 32 seconds as we get ready for Tag Team Warfare. As we have the Contagion of Excalibur versus Violence Incarnate of the Beatdown Crew. Who do you have? Place your bets. Oh yeah, I gotta remember to get those in. Jesus Christ. But as we are waiting for this to happen here, I'm gonna throw some shout outs to this great community that we have. People bringing you all sorts of varieties of programming. I'm talking about channels here like ASWF. You can find that on the Altered Arcade Network. JJ Savvy, otherwise known as Fireproof Lowlife, bringing you the action. You know, we just saw him in the chat, Mark Caliber, bringing you Commonwealth Wrestling. And if he's not bringing you wrestling, you might get some Mortal Kombat. You never know what he's going to bring. You'll find that on both Twitch and YouTube under the channel Mark Caliber 17. But of course, if you liked that last match, then be sure to check out Elite Extreme Women Wrestling. All women's action all the time. Your host on that, Susie the Elf. And of course, you're going to find that on the channel Elite Extreme Women. But then one of the originals in the area, you saw him at the beginning of the show, Cowboy John bringing you Lightning Strikes Wrestling. You'll find that on the channel of Cowboy John. Then, of course, a couple of the brand new programs to the area. Hell's Gate Wrestling, your host on that, Mrs. U-Taker. And then the Fractured Reality Studios brings you Global Wrestling Affliction. As he says, the real GWA. Of course, your host on that, Caleb James. But maybe you want a little bit of a break from wrestling. Maybe you want, something a little different. Then be sure to check out Cassie Madam Red, bringing you everything but wrestling. So you might get some World of Tanks. You might get some Dead by Daylight. You might even get some Friday the 13th. You just never know what she's going to bring to you. But we are going to head back down to ringside. Alrighty, Minerva, thank you for making it here. I appreciate every time you can spend. House of Ghazi, welcome to the show. What's the following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. On their way down to the ring first, weighing in at a combined weight of 519 pounds. Alex Caliber, Mark Caliber. They are the Contagion Excalibur. Of course, the calculating one, Mark Caliber, leading the way as his twin brother Alex joins him in the ring. Alex with the red and white face paint, Mark with the predominantly white face paint. Have had an ongoing war with the Beatdown Crew. And ladies and gentlemen, their opponents. They weigh in a total combined weight of 570 pounds. Representing the Beatdown Crew. On the left, the God of Violence, Shino Malice. On the right, the modern day monster, Ian Cross. They are collectively known as Violence Incarnate. Tiny Girl, welcome to the show. As you see, Violence Incarnate. We saw Excalibur already go after the first members of the Beatdown Crew, looking to pull the clean sweep. Here we go. Referee calls for the bell as Alex and Ian started off. Pushed back into the corner now. Referee trying to get a clean break. Surprisingly enough, getting one. And again, collar elbow tie up side headlock by Ian. Into the overhead wrist lock. Heel trip taking down Alex. And then a single leg shotgun kick puts Alex down. But a big shoulder tackle returns the favor. And now Alex laying in the heavy shots to the face of Ian. Quick arm drag, though, taken over, and then a shot right to the face. blatant disrespect, more than painful. But now, big face-first suplex. As you hear Ian Cross calling out that Alex hits like a girl. That might have just motivated him, though. Up and over, and then a huge shot right to the jaw. Now picking him back up, but wrist lock into a shoulder tackle there by Ian. Pulling Alex over towards his corner. Decides just to go over and makes the tag to Shino. Now Shino going right after Alex here. Kick to the back and then a huge forearm right across there, but diving tag. In comes Mark, but immediately kick to the ribs. Now Shino sends him over to the Violence Incarnate's corner. But no, counter as he went to pick up Mark into a bulldog. Ian trying to reach across and help his partner, but completely whiffed it. But now Mark putting the boots. Raging Chaos Wrestling, welcome to the show as well. As Mark now going to work, double knees across the spine of Shino. Now has the neck vice here, controlling the action now. Big right hand shot though from Shino, and wait a minute, Shino now taking him down, going to work on both the shoulder and the neck there, and then a big stomp to the spine. Big clothesline by Mark, staggered Shino but didn't put him down. A second one again staggers him. Then Shino runs right through Mark Caliber. Mark though kicked to the head again, just staggering him. Wheel kick, and still cannot put Shino down. Now Snapmare finally taking him over. Goes for the scoop slam, but Shino fighting his way out of it immediately. Now big Irish whip into the Violence Incarnate's corner, tag into Ian. Tandem offense coming up. Now off the ropes, Ian, big boot to the side of the head into the side slam. Violence Incarnate operating it on all cylinders here. Now going to work on the shoulder, but no, Ian comes back, big shotgun drop kick. And now just laying down overhead shots. That might have been the opportunity for Mark to make the tag instead of going for another offensive maneuver. Now Mark down there. Ian showing off. Showing how little concern he has. Might be a mistake though, because here comes Mark, kick to the ribs. Has him up into that cutter. Now Mark stomping away at the arm. Maybe should be looking at a tag here while he has the moment. Now wait a minute. Huge scoop slam. Oh, wait a minute. Brings him up. See him there. This could be the mistake. But now Mark with a reversal. Finally sends Ian over to the Contagion's corner. Quick tag, and we know what time it is. The fans have missed this. Calibration connects. Cover. And no, Shino in to break it up right away. Tiny Cat, welcome to the show as well. Now overhand right, no. Big counteraction shot. Now wait a minute, now taken down by the arm. And again, going to work. Chino rolled to the floor, but Alex taking maybe a little too much time to celebrate here. But no, right back to the body and then a shot right to the face. Rob Machete, welcome to the show. Glad to see you could make it. Now tag in, bringing Ian Cross back in. As I said, violence incarnate. Working well together, side rushing leg sweep on Alex. But Alex now already making his way back up. Huge right hand, making a pair of them. Now off the ropes though. Ian with a face breaker, catching Alex. Alex will fight his way back up, shot to the ribs. Sends him over to the neutral corner. But no, Ian with the fireman's carry to get out of there. Twisting cutter connects out of nowhere. Cover by Ian. 1, 2, and no. Alex again fighting out of it. Of course, Excalibur, former dominating duo tag team champions, you know they would want to get back into that discussion. But standing in their way right now, violence incarnate. Now brought up here, no, Alex comes back, big knee to the ribs. Thesz press now, right hands over and over. Now shoulder tackle puts him down. Chino getting the adrenaline moving, getting on a roll. Big clothesline, no, countered. Uranagi slam. Big neck breaker by Alex. Oh, and wait a minute, Alex measuring him up. Superman punch connects. We know normally that's the prelude to the Niagara Bomb. No, running stomp instead. Maybe took a little too much time. Chino with the reversal. Alex again fighting his way out of it. Now sends him into the corner of Excalibur, but no, Chino again fighting his way out. Sending Alex over to the Violence Incarnate's corner. Tag into Ian. Modified suplex. Tandem offense. Now Ian going to work with the armbar. Alex trying to fight his way out. Finally firing down some left-hand shots to get his arm out. Then kick to the ribs. Sends Ian over to the floor, and getting fired up now is Alex. Now brings him up on the floor here. What does Alex have in mind? Taste the apron, Ian Cross. Now going to work on the body, and then up and over uppercut to the side of the jaw. And again, series of body blows and another huge uppercut. Now going for a scoop, but Ian fighting his way back out. Big chop across the chest. But again, going right to the body and then to the jaw. Now taking down Ian. Huge shot after shot. American Berserk, welcome to the show. You heard Alex yell out to Ian that your disease will end, and now Ian trying to fight back. Now going to town here, body blow, and then another huge uppercut. And then another uppercut, gee. Nothing pretty or fancy, but Alex just laying down the lumber. Now Ian trying to come back here, float over into a neck breaker. Finally stop the onslaught. Throws Alex back in now. What does Ian have in mind? Gonna go over and make the tag here, bringing back in Shino. Big chop from Shino, puts down, Alex. Now right hands, forearms right to the jaw. And ladies and gentlemen, we have blood in this one. Oh, there we go. Big forearm, setting him up, pump handle. Now into the cover, leg hooked. 1, 2, and no, at 2, Alex get the shoulder up. Now Shino going to work, elbows shots right to those shoulders. Working over the trapezius. Now sends him in, and Ian has him hooked. Double team, burying the knee into the midsection. Oh, and Shino setting him up again. Pump handle into that big power slam. Into the cover. 1, 2, and no. Again, Alex fighting through it. Shino now sends Alex over to the Violence Incarnate's corner. Big, huge shoulder block right to the midsection. Bringing him back up here. Side slam into a backbreaker out of the corner. Show of strength from Shino, making it a pair of them before dumping Alex down. Now Alex sweeping the leg there behind the knee. Sends Shino into the Excalibur corner. As both the Calibers putting a bad mouth on Shino. And there you see on the split screen, my lovely wife, Missy. Sitting in the back there, of course, with our son. Now wait a minute, Shino with the reversal. Measuring up Alex here. Big knee to the ribs. Oh, here we go. Now wait a minute. Has him hooked, sleeper hold. Trying to take him out. It's over. Alex Caliber passes out. So, ladies and gentlemen, your winners via TKO, Violence Incarnate. As Mark Caliber having the time at 15 minutes, 22 seconds. The Beatdown crew having a 5-star day today. So huge win for Violence Incarnate. I just see Mark tending to his brother on the floor. as we get ready for our next contest here, tag team action in the women's division. Of course, we saw on Sunday the Cross Border Connection teaming up with Wrestling Mama, getting a win over the tag team champions. And Ava, their sister, joined us this past Sunday. To face them this Sunday as the new #1 contenders. On the left, we have the Blackhearts. On the right, the Deadly Desire. Who do you have? Place your bets. And as folks place their bets, I'm going to shout out to some more of the great channels in the area. Of course, you see this great women's action here. Be sure to tune in to Blaze Radio tonight. LTD action coming at you with the women back in the ring. Of course, it is one of the 3 tournaments going on. It is the Battle Queen title tournament. Be sure to be there tonight. It's not often the women are there, but all women's action tonight. Of course, you're going to find that on the Blaze Radio Network. Your host, your boy, Blaze McCoy. And speaking of tournaments, Maverick Championship Wrestling, bringing you the king and queen of the Maverick tournaments. Of course, you're going to find that on the channel Maverick Championship Wrestling with D-Train and the boys. But another great channel just did a huge pay-per-view, Monstar Factory Entertainment, combining today's wrestlers and industry superstars with creative talent. And when they're not bringing you wrestling, you might get some Grand Theft Auto. You might even get a little bit of some cooking with Chef Sean, bringing some awesome recipes. I will say I've been checking some of them out myself. But if you're not looking at cooking, if you're not looking at industry superstars, take a trip back to one of my favorite time frames. 1986, when the hair was big and the clothes were small. You gotta go check out some Midwest Pro Wrestling on the Bomb Pop Overdrive Network. Of course, your host on that, Mark Mayhem, otherwise known as Scuzz, calling the action for you. But speaking of action, we're headed back down to ringside right now. Hey, that's because you're not one of my kids there, Flatline. But ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, it is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. On their way down to the ring first, weighing in at 291 pounds. On the left, Roxanne Winters. On the right, Joanna Jett. They are representing and collectively known as the Blackhearts. Of course, the Blackhearts have had their rounds with the Dynasty since the day the doors have opened. So you know they would love to get into that tag team title event to once again lock them up. And ladies and gentlemen, their opponents, weighing in at a total combined weight of 395 pounds, representing Salagia. On the left, you have Faith. On the right, Cassie, Madam Red. They are collectively known as Deadly Desire. Of course, my daughter, Cassie, Madam Red, teaming up with her partner, Faith, have had an opportunity before for the tag titles and fell short. looking to get back in the discussion. Referee calls for the bell. Here we go. Quick basement dropkick by Roxanne, taking Faith down right away. And then a huge leaping clothesline. Roxanne starting off fast and furious here. Kick to the ribs, but no. Caught by Faith, and then a big clothesline taking her down. Now Roxanne, though, fighting her right back up. Open hand slap, and then a forearm. But again, gets the kick caught. Faith now retaliating with right hands of her own. Big belly-to-back suplex taking her over. Faith now picking up Roxanne. Roxanne sweeps the leg, though. Now locking up the arms here. Cattle mutilation. Now Faith escapes, though. Big kick across the back of the head as she's getting up on Roxanne. And another huge right-hand shot. Faith now trying to pull Roxanne over towards the Deadly Desire's corner. Now Irish whips her into the corner. Taking a minute to talk some trash. Now goes and makes a tag into Cassie. Tandem offense coming up. And tosses Roxanne into the corner with velocity. There was some bad intentions on that whip. Now off the ropes, and it nails Roxanne, dumping her over the top to the floor. Again, bad intentions. Monstar Factory Entertainment, welcome to the show. Now Roxanne in trouble. Low drop kick there by Cassie, keeping Roxanne grounded there, face first into the mat. Tag Team Wrestling 101 here, isolating Roxanne. Now Roxanne, though, jumping neck breaker, puts Cassie down. Needs to make a tag. Looked like she was going to, but then changed her mind, and there's the tag to Joanna. Now sent off into the corner. Cassie now jumps up, right hands over and over. And a big European uppercut flooring her. Now kick to the ribs and choking her with the boot. Jonah in trouble, kick to the ribs. And no, fighting her way out of it. Looked like might have been a suplex, but Faith reaches over, sucker shotting Jonah. Giving Cassie a much needed break and getting her out of trouble. Flips her over into a neck breaker. Now bringing Cassie back up. Jonah looking to press the advantage here. Snap suplex right into her own corner. Her heels bouncing off that bottom turnbuckle. Now Cassie using the ropes to pull herself up here. Sends Jonah into the corner and getting attempted double team, but Jonah fighting out of it. Sending Cassie to the Blackheart's corner. Now kick to the ribs. Off the ropes from Jonah. Up and over. Vertebreaker connects. Cover and too close to the ropes. Now Jonah stepped outside for a minute, thought better of it. Now going after the arm, almost punishing Cassie for reaching out to grab the ropes. Now sends her into the Blackheart's corner again. No, Cassie reverses. Sends Jonah across into the Salagia corner. But Jonah reverse elbow. But still eats a right hand from Cassie. Both these women trading shots back and forth. Belly to back suplex puts down Jonah. Now Cassie bringing her up. Headlock into a bulldog. Oh, thank you very much there, Monstar. Always appreciate it. If you go back and look, your client was actually in action to help open the show today. Quick snapmare over by Cassie off the ropes. Big knee shot to the jaw. Springboard and a miss. Cassie completely overshooting Jonah. Jonah diving tag to Roxanne. Kick right to the ribs. Axe kick to the back of the neck. And then another kick again right across the back of the neck. Misses the shotgun kick. Cassie now that quick neck breaker though. Now measuring up Roxanne. 2-on-1 advantage for Salagia at the moment. This is their opportunity. Big leap up there in right hands. The European uppercut staggering Roxanne back into the corner. Took too much time now. Jonah back up on the apron. Wrecking ball leg drop. Now Cassie gonna go upstairs. Big time leg drop off the top. Now pulls Roxanne up there, but no, Roxanne reverses. Sends Cassie over the top to the apron. Roxanne back over, tagging back in Joanna. Running drop kick puts down Cassie. Cassie though comes up with a jawbreaker. Jonah in the corner. Faith talking a bunch of trash to Jonah here. Cassie measuring her. And wait a minute, as soon as Jonah moved, the long kiss goodnight connects. Leg hooked. 1, 2, and 3. Faith with the cutoff. There we see this, that huge, vicious double Irish whip. But then Jonah off the ropes, Verta breaker connecting. Might have been it there, but Cassie too close to the ropes, reached out, grabbing the bottom rope. And then right here, the long kiss goodnight sends the Blackhearts off. As ladies and gentlemen, your winners, the Deadly Desire. As Mark Caliber mentioning the time here at 7 minutes 14 seconds. As they punched their ticket to Sunday's match against the Cross Border Connection. As we get ready for our next contest, there has been huge back and forth between these two. And you know, I got the oldest saying in the book, if you can't get along, you're gonna get it on. So we have Caleb James versus Colt Matthews. Who do you have? Place your bets. Oh, and Amber Young with the shot comment. And as folks are placing their bets, I'm going to throw some more shout outs to the great channels in the community. You know, great action like you'll see on Platinum Dragon Wrestling every Tuesday night. That is, of course, on the Platinum Dragon Studios Network with your host, our current international champion, Shifty the Drunken Dragon Clown. And then, of course, we have Raging Chaos Wrestling. You see him in the chat. He's bringing you creation work. Or you might get some Borderlands. You might get some Dead by Daylight. You never know what the blue-haired freak Frozen Rage is gonna throw at ya. But then, speaking of getting things thrown at ya, take a trip to the wasteland. with one of the originals here on the Pillar to Post Network. Be sure to catch RWO action with that angry asshole Pete Wall. Well, if you're not here, then we're all fucking hallucinating. And speaking of post-apocalyptic work, Savage Warfare Wrestling, another post-apocalyptic channel with your host, Mean Joey Green. And of course, you're going to find that on the Dr. Anus Tickler Network. I did not stutter. Your ears did not flap. I said the Dr. Anus Tickler Network. But on that note, we are headed down to ringside. Whereas the following contest is scheduled for one fall. On his way down to the ring, first weighing in at 224 pounds, representing the C&K Experience, he's the unbreakable one, Caleb James. Oh, wait a minute. Caleb getting down, and here comes Orion. The insurance policy for Colt Matthews is in the ring, gets drop kicked by Caleb. Referee trying to wave him off. Colt sending his insurance policy down. Orion, though, rolls back up, has Caleb. Holy shit! Just blasted Caleb into that chair, wedged in the corner. Now Caleb back up, single leg dropkick staggers Orion. Orion, big boot to the chest to Caleb. Now kick right across to the spine. Referee waving it off. This match isn't even his opponent, actually. He's supposed to be facing Colt Matthews. Colt Matthews sending the insurance policy out early. Big stomp. And Caleb is out cold. Colt Matthews making sure the job gets done before he even gets out there. And I'm going to make this official. At Flashpoint, August 18th, one-on-one, Caleb James versus Colt Matthews. And if Orion comes down to ringside at any point, he's fired. God damn it. So like I said, August 18th, one-on-one, Caleb James, Colt Matthews, Orion banned from ringside or he is fired. Son of a bitch, I gotta fine you for fucking with my damn show. But here we go, back to women's action, as Victoria Hart goes one-on-one with Cotton Candy. Who do you have? Place your bets. And as folks are placing their bets, I'm going to throw the last of these shout-outs here. Of course, what I mentioned earlier about all sorts of tournaments, one of the biggest going around is a tag team tournament held around the world. That is brought to you by Slaughterhouse Championship Wrestling. And of course, when the tournament's not going on, you might get some Dead by Daylight. You might get some Friday the 13th. You never know what page the Yellow Pages is going to turn to next. Then, of course, to June 22, bringing you a variety of games, some WWE, some Fire Pro, some NHL. You never know what he's going to bring. Your host on that being TJ Toad. Then we'll see him later tonight. Omar Wolf, bringing you some great action across the pond. The Best of Championship Series just about done. Now in the finals. Who made it? You'll have to watch and go see and find out. And of course you can find that exclusively on UKWF3LW Omar Wolf. So check out the great action across the pond. And speaking of great and crazy action, the Underground Circus, bringing you freaks like you've never seen. Of course, your host on that, the Ringmaster Wild-Eyed Yeti, on the channel Wild-Eyed Yeti. So be sure to check all these great people out I've been talking about today. You can find them on my front page. If they're not on my front page, go check out my subscribers. Hit them all up. Check out their content, give them a thumbs up, give them a subscribe. Just like if you like what you've been seeing here today, hit that thumbs up button. If you're not already a member of the Eternity Broadcasting family, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell for notifications so you never miss a minute of the action. And speaking of action, we are headed back down to ringside for this women's contest. Of course, you saw Bill Haight supporting his fellow stablemate, Cotton Candy. But the following contest is scheduled for one fall. On her way down to the ring first, weighing in at 147 pounds, representing the Blackhearts, Victoria Hart. Little bit of faction warfare, singles action here. The Blackhearts versus Ruthless. As you see Victoria just awaiting her opponent. And ladies and gentlemen, her opponent, weighing in at 132 pounds, representing Ruthless Incorporated, Cotton Candy. The ex-wife of one Bill Haight. When you don't find her in a wrestling ring, you can find her fleecing some guy for all he's got and more than he ever thought he knew he had. There you see both women, neither one really paying much attention to the other. Referee calls for the bell, here we go. Side headlock by Cotton Candy, turns it into a bulldog early. Starting off aggressive. Kick right between the shoulder blades of Victoria, now picking her up here. Sends Victoria off the ropes. Leapfrog by Cotton Candy. Another leapfrog. Victoria grabs the ropes to stop. Comes over the running clothesline of her own. Now big jumping knee right to the jaw of Cotton. Kick between the shoulders again. Another knee right to the spine. Make it a pair of them. And now a kick again to the spine. Nothing pretty or fancy from Victoria, but staying on that back. Now Cotton Candy off the ropes. Catches the other side. Turns around right into a punch from Victoria, who sends her into the neutral corner. Handspring elbow misses. Cotton Candy goes for the drop kick, gets swept aside as well. Hip toss takeover, cartwheel into a knee strike. Victoria trying to show off at the same time. Now went for the cutter but got caught. Up and around the world, head scissor takeover by Cotton. Now putting the boost to Victoria, picks her up. Victoria, though, with an arm wringer. Now sends Cotton Candy into the corner. Went for another maneuver in the corner, but Cotton Candy out of the way. But Victoria takes her face first into the knee. Now sends Cotton off the ropes again. But no, eats a big forearm from Cotton, and then a wheel kick puts Victoria on the ground. Cotton looking to get back into this. Knee right in the back of the neck, showing off for the crowd. Now getting pulled away towards the middle of the ring again. And once again, that shin right to the back of the neck, and again showing off. Another kick right between the shoulder blades. Cotton Candy now looking to just take over in the match here. Has the pace a lot slower. Rolling neck breaker. Using a meeting of the minds, so to speak, as the damage point. And now going right to work on the arm of the shoulder breaker. Big open hand slap, and Victoria retaliates with a slap of her own. Both these women slapping the taste out of each other's mouth. Big forearm from Victoria getting off the apron here. Goes for the cutter, once again countered. But catches Cotton and hits her with a hot shot. Now working on the neck here. Big right hand to the ribs. Cotton Candy fighting her way out of it. Back to a vertical base. Now has back of Victoria's head, braces her against the ropes. Springboard Bulldog putting down Victoria. Now Cotton Candy in for the cover. 1, 2, and at 2, Victoria kicks out. Oh, now wait a minute. Cotton Candy measuring Victoria here. Are we going to see it? No, Victoria fighting her way out. But Cotton still scoops her up. Fireman's carry. Huge kick right to the side of the jaw. Victoria, though, takes Cotton Candy over there with that arm drag. Now taking her over, trying to get her in the corner, and does. Now Victoria setting up Cotton here. Sets her up top, looking out the crowd, down into the trio. Whoa. Kick right to the side. Oh, Victoria's measuring her. We know she loves that handspring Pele. And there it is, right behind the ear. Now laughing at Cotton after hitting that kick. Into the cover. 1, 2, and at 2, Cotton kicks out, and now Victoria's upset. Both these women throwing their best shots at each other. Cotton now takes Victoria down, double handful of hair. Now sends Victoria into the corner. Victoria reverses the Irish whip, though. Cotton Candy double knees. Drop kick from the second turnbuckle. Now coming across, big forearm splash. Victoria in trouble. Slingshot leg drop, almost decapitating Victoria. Now Cotton Candy setting her up. Big right hand. Arms behind her head, into a submission with the legs, has her all tied up. Now rolls through after releasing the hold. Oh, wait a minute, kick to the ribs. No love lost, connects. Cover by Victoria, nonchalant. And it was enough. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Victoria Hart. Cotton Candy, after that springboard bulldog, thought she had the job done here. But as you see, at 2, and Cotton might have been going for the slut drop right there. Victoria knew it was coming, fought her way out of it. So tremendous back and forth match by both women. That could be, Bill, because she made zero effort to kick out. She made zero effort to try to move at all. I think she might have been enjoying herself right there. But again, your winner at 5 minutes and 58 seconds, Victoria Hart. You know, Victoria has got to have her eye on her former stablemate, Ivy Pine, in that Intercontinental title. But big win for Victoria. As we are getting ready to go to our next contest. It is Jake Bagwell versus Terrell the Truth. Who do you have? Place your bets. Sorry about that, guys, but I needed another fucking beer. Rob Machette going with Jake for the win. But here we go, down to ringside for our next contest. Of course, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. On his way down to the ring first, weighing in at 275 pounds, representing the Ministry of Mayhem, it's holy shit, here we go again. Demented again appearing right into the spine of Jake Bagwell with that kendo stick this time. The Exterminator, as he's calling himself, having an issue with Jake Bagwell. Attacking him first with a chair, this time with a kendo stick. Now wait a minute. Fisherman Driver just putting him on his neck. Oh, Jake ducks under. Jake now hammering away on Demented. Quick move away and then a right hand by Demented. Sends Jake face first into the apron. And Jake's down. Now, this is twice that Demented has jumped Jake. I don't know what his problem with him is, but I'm going to make it official right now. Flashpoint, Midwest Mayhem, Jake Bagwell versus Demented. No holds barred. As the trainers are getting Jake out of the ringside area, Demented exited through the crowd. As they're getting Jake out there, I'm going to set the stage for our main event. Now, we saw on Sunday a 4-man elimination match that was won by Bill Haight. The rules on that were very simple. Whoever wins this 4-man elimination match will face Bill Haight this Sunday for a shot at the world title. And as you see, we have Omar Wolf, War, Blaze McCoy, and Mr. U-Taker. Who do you have? Place your bets. Bill Haight already rooting for Omar. You know, and as I said earlier today, coming up later on tonight, LTD leaning towards Death Wrestling with your boy Blaze McCoy. And it's the ladies that are on center stage. So be sure to check out the Battle Queen tournament. Of course, that is on the Blaze Radio Network. Tiny Boy saying, "Go, Dad, go." Mark Caliber going with Mr. U-Taker. There better fucking not be a run-in. Chance calling out no one for the win. Of course, Mrs. U-Taker going with her husband. And here we go, down to ringside, main event time. Of course, the following contest is a fatal 4-way elimination match. The winner advances on to the number 1 contenders match this Sunday. On his way down to the ring first, representing Salagia. His weight is unknown, but he's a big son of a bitch. This is War. Of course, War, a former world champion, our inaugural world champion, would love to get a chance to get that title back. Oh, good Jesus Christ there, son. Ladies and gentlemen, the first opponent on his way to the ring. He weighs in at 269 pounds. Representing the Steel City Committee, he is the Steel City Superman, your boy Blaze McCoy. Of course, you know Blaze would love not only to win this match to advance to the finals, but to square off against Bill Haight once again. And ladies and gentlemen, the third competitor on his way to the ring. He weighs in at 270 pounds. Representing Ruthless Incorporated, he is the Alpha Wolf, Omar Wolf. Omar on his way down in a lot of people's eyes because him and his partner should be the tag title contenders. Referee down and out missed a submission. But that's in tag team action. Can Omar win here and make it an all Ruthless final? Speaking of the world champion, welcome to the show, Bastage. Very good timing. Jack Bayou, welcome to the show as well. But ladies and gentlemen, their opponent, weighing in at 321 pounds, representing the Ministry of Mayhem, Mr. Utaker. Tiny Boy, of course, cheering for his adopted dad there, Mr. Utaker. A veteran of the industry. Slow, methodical walk to the ring, making people think about it. There you see Mr. U-Taker waiting for everyone to get here. Referee calls for the bell. Here we go. Big clothesline from Mr. U-Taker takes down Blaze as Omar eats the boot from War. Now War showing off his power. Military pressing Omar Wolf and just dropping him to the ground. Now Blaze and Mr. U-Taker tying him up. Mr. U-Taker goes over to the floor as Omar's fighting his way back up against War. Big clothesline takes him over the top rope as well. Now all four men out fighting out in the ringside area, excuse me. Blaze now taking Mr. U-Taker face first into the table. And a second time. Now Mr. U-Taker getting the advantage back as Omar laying into War here. I will keep up with this match as best I can. STO takedown onto Blaze. Meanwhile, Omar has War tied up. Holy shit! God damn, that'll dislocate a shoulder in a heartbeat. War rolled his way back up. Big boot to the face. Meanwhile, Blaze spine first into the ring post from Mr. U-Taker. Pop up belly to back suplex onto Omar Wolf from War. Blaze now has Mr. U-Taker up. What's he going to do with him here? Whoa, 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 whoa. Holy shit! Blaze launching Mr. U-Taker rib first into the post. And there ain't no padding there. That's pure steel, ladies and gentlemen. Now War with a cover on to Omar Wolf. Only gets a 1 count. Meanwhile, Blaze laying in the cross faces to Mr. U-Taker. Now Blaze locking him up. Show of strength, reverse choke slam. Meanwhile, War sends Omar Wolf to the floor, following him out. Blaze standing tall in the ring alone. Now Blaze rolls out with far side, walking his way around. Big punch to the back of the neck, but Blaze coming back. Enziguri putting down Mr. U-Taker. Now bring him up. Blaze over the top rope to the floor by War as Mr. U-Taker now laying him into Omar Wolf, who's fighting back. Omar snap suplex on the Mr. U-Taker. Jawbreaker by Blaze, staggering War back. Omar Wolf has his submission in. Now cover, 1, 2, and kick out by Mr. U-Taker at 2. Meanwhile, War daring Blaze to get up, and Blaze will accept. And eats a forearm for his efforts. Now Omar kicking Mr. U-Taker in the side of the head. As Blaze with a big overhand right onto War. Omar measuring up. Full moon torture rack on Mr. U-Taker. No, Mr. U-Taker fights his way out, takes Omar over. But you see him holding his back when he does. Show of strength by Omar, putting him down with a modified neck breaker. Meanwhile, Blaze getting beat upon by War on the floor. Big, huge back body drop, though, by Mr. U-Taker. Double leg slam by War onto Blaze. Big choke slam onto Omar from U-Taker. Omar kicking away Mr. U-Taker, bringing him up again. Big clothesline, make it a pair. Sling Blade takes down Mr. U-Taker. Now Blaze rolled under the ring. Cutter by Omar Wolf, rolls through into that submission. And Mr. U-Taker taps out. So our first elimination. Meanwhile, Omar eats a powerbomb, 2. And out at 2, but War rolls with him into the Boston Crab. And Blaze breaks it up. Goes right back after War, tosses him like a sack of trash by the head. Now measuring up War here. Brings him up, hook, line, and sinker. 1, 2, And no, at 2.5. Now Ward breaks out their big European uppercut. But wait a minute, Omar right away. Full Moon Torture Rack again. And Ward taps out. We're down to our last two. Blaze now series of clotheslines. Wearing out Omar with them. Mark Calvert had that time at 4:09 for the first elimination. Omar out of the way, but Blaze comes back. Big, huge left hand. Kick to the ribs. Blaze now bringing him up. Power bomb. You already see Bill calling out, telling Omar to hurt him. As Blaze going to work on the knee. Omar kicks his way out. Sickle clothesline across the back of the neck. Thank you very much there, Mark. Having the time at 5:03 for the second elimination. As Blaze clotheslines Omar over the top rope to the floor. Now Blaze setting him up. Into a suplex, just tossed him aside. This big Superman punch connects. This could be Blaze's opportunity. No, he misses the enziguri. Omar now kicked to the side of the head. Blaze now has Omar, though, bringing him over. Omar fighting his way out, Blaze was taking him over to the fans. Omar not having it. Catches the leg sweeps Blaze down, almost catching the stairs. Another inch, and that would have been the back of Blaze's head into those steel steps. Now Omar rolls him under the bottom rope. Slides in after him. Big right hand. Dragon screw leg whip. And then snapping the leg over again. Now Omar rolling him through. Tequila Sunrise on the leg. Blaze under the ropes though. Bad positioning. Might have been what saved him there. Now Omar up and over with the back body drop. Cover by Blaze. 1, 2. And kick out at 2 by Omar Wolf. Big shot to the ribs by Omar Wolf. Another sickle clothesline to the back of the neck. You know, just to recap, the winner of this match faces the winner, or faces Bill Haight, this Sunday for a world title opportunity. Now Omar dragging Blaze away from the ropes this time, into the cover. 1, 2, and kick out at 2.5. Omar now bringing him up, goes to the elbow but misses. Big Polish hammer by Blaze. Blaze now picking up Omar. Fisherman suplex taking him over. Now wait a minute. Legs in, stepping through. Scorpion Deathlock on Omar. Omar's close to the ropes. Can he reach out and get him? Finally fighting his way out. Spinning heel kick right across the chops of Blaze. Now Omar trying to pick Blaze up. Blaze almost dead weight after that spinning kick. And again, another leg whip. And snapping him down, working on the knee and the hamstrings. Now again, Omar rolling through. Tequila Sunrise once again. Blaze in trouble. Omar between himself and the ropes. Blaze, though, fighting his way out. Now wait a minute, Blaze has him. Hook, line, and sinker, and it's over. So at the end of the day, Is everyone ready for a rematch? There you see Omar tapping out Mr. Utaker. Blaze with a hook, line, and sinker on War. Mark Calaway having the final time at 9 minutes 29 seconds. For your winner, the Steel City Superman, Blaze McCoy. And you can already see both men exchanging comments. This Sunday is going to be off the hook. So congratulations again, all four men. But in the end, Blaze McCoy, your winner. That has been our show today, guys. I thank you all very much for being here, whether you were here for 5 minutes, whether you were here for the whole show, whether you're catching it on the replay or through the PSN network. Thank you for spending the day with me this afternoon. Again, to be there for that. And of course, if you liked what you've seen today, hit that thumbs up button. If you're not already a member of the Eternity Broadcasting family, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications so you never miss a moment. Thank you all again for being here today. I appreciate it. But on that note, I will see you Sunday. Peace out, fuckers.